So one of the things that gets brought up in the anime and the light novel is, of course, did you even try? And by that sense is the context to, of course, the Filial Queen that, of course, ends up assisting the shield hero during one of his most difficult times in the first season and of course in the early stages of the light novel, and says, you know, did you even try to prove your innocence, and try to say to them, hey, I did not do this, you know, and try to show some form of evidence. But at the end of the day, even if that was the case and the shield hero spoke out and said, no, I did not do this, you have no proof, etc., etc., and tried to speak out, would have that even mattered? Because as you see throughout the story, and this is one of the reasons why I do think the Filial Queen is a little bit ignorant in the early stages of seeing just how out of control, of course, the spear hero is, of course, how you-know-who is, and just how easily influenced the bow hero and the sword hero is at the early stages. And it only takes a really long time before they start to go, hey, things just don't seem to add up. And even after their first kind of, hey, things don't add up, they even still go back down to that rabbit hole afterwards anyway. But talking about the major start, which of course is the season 1 fiasco, and did the shield hero fail? Should he have had spoken out and said, hey, I didn't do these things, you know, I want a fair trial? Would that even matter? Because the Filial Queen feels like that would have done something, and I don't think it would have. I think the Filial Queen is ignorant in thinking that the spear hero even wanted to have a conversation. And I mean, it proves it. You know, straight away, they accuse him of things, they throw one accusation after another, and she keeps piling on more of these conspiracy theories. The brainwashing shield, killing her sister, or kidnapping her, or brainwashing the others, and all these other things just keep piling on and on and on and on and on. And of course, the spear hero falls head over heels for it because he is just ignorantly bliss to, of course, her words. And they don't use any common sense and think, you know, where's the evidence to this? This just seems a little bit outlandish. And so, again, it comes down to simple factor. Was the shield hero in the wrong, and should have he spoken out and said, no, I didn't do these things, I want a fair trial? It wouldn't have mattered. I think the simple answer is it would not have mattered, which is why I do, again, go back to my point that I just said, that I think the Filial Queen is a little bit ignorant in how she approached that situation. And I think it's more of her seeing it from an outside perspective and not seeing it from the shield hero's perspective of, hey, I was the one being accused. They clearly had no interest in, you know, communicating, and the other 3 heroes just assumed the worst and ran along with it and went on this fiasco of trying to kill the shield hero because he's this evil demon, which again leads into this massive escalating issue until the actual queen enters in, of course the husband to the king, and steps in and says, enough's enough, I'm going to put an end to this, and then actually trials not just the king but also, of course, her daughter, and shows the innocence of the shield hero. Of course, in the light novels, things are much more different and a little bit more brutal. Like, trust me, they're pretty brutal in the light novels. But I think in the anime, they toned it down a little bit just because they didn't want that such brutality. But at the end of the day, hey, if you want the authentic experience, you've got the light novels there. Check them out. It's pretty awesome what happens in there. I just think it's an interesting sort of show of power by the queen. She's really, you know, someone that stands strong and tall and doesn't put up with the stupidity of those trying to manipulate and lie to her. So it's one of the reasons why I really do like the queen. I just think she's a really, really, really strong character. And of course, she's trying to bring up her daughter as well, the good one, not the bad one, which is why I previously talked about Spoiled Princess and kind of her role in how she's maturing and growing in the early stages of the story. But it's just something that always irked me when rereading and rewatching the anime, is that the Filial Queen always does this whole fiasco of, but did you even try? It's like, would have it even mattered? No. In my opinion, it wouldn't have. So I'd love to pass the question off to you. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you do agree with me, why you agree with me. Or if you disagree with me, why you disagree with my points and that he should have maybe tried to speak up more. But I have a feeling some people that, of course, are going to probably agree with me. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. I just feel very strong that the Filial Queen just didn't see the reality of the situation and was kind of seeing it from this whole, well, they have to work together, otherwise we're all doomed, but not realizing that it wasn't the shield hero that was being difficult, it was the other 3 that were being easily manipulated. So again, love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But of course, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more anime content, and I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.